Okay guys, I've got another setup ready for you. It's from the Apex Online. I managed to get the setup really well. It was annoying I didn't manage to get the 21s through practice, because this lap should have really got me a 21. Just a mistake on the second bend. But I'll go through the setup with you. Tell you it's quite an in-depth setup again. I've got it. It handled really well. Just I should have made some alterations for the race, but this qualifying setup I'll go through quickly. As you can see there, tyre pressures were pretty much what I always have them on, pretty much since I've used the Z4 Project cars. It seemed best on the 189 to 188 range. For this track it did. On the last track it was a bit different, but you see there, brake pressures 70% again. I could have probably gone up a bit to 74, maybe 73%. I think I should have done really, but 70% was quite consistent. The balance 63, could have gone up to 64, but I found that with 64 on towards the front, sometimes it seemed to just understeer a bit, but 63 was a nice balance set in there. Brake duct 0, the mechanical phase was off, so 0%. Another point to note, this is all pretty simple as usual. Brake mapping was all the way down. We don't want brake mapping up because you just get understeer. Gear in there 4.27 was pretty much perfect. With a slipstream you would be hitting the limiter, but only with a slipstream. This track was about getting the most out of it consistently, so I went quite low again. What comes up next? Let's just see. Yeah, right, limited slip. We ran on 16%. That was a qualifying. You could have run 20 for qualifying also, but I think I should have gone down to maybe 12 to 10% for the race. It was a bit tricky to keep the consistency over the curbs. Deceleration all the way up to 100%, and preload 60. I found if you went up to 100 you couldn't take the speed through the bends. You'll see when you watch the lap. With it on 60 you could carry far much more speed with lifting off and just letting the car just coast through the bends a bit. The lock on 0 as usual, radiator on 0 because of the mechanical failures off. The rest of the setup was very similar to my old setup. I did make a few changes on the I think the bump stop I went up a bit. So yeah, I think I had it on 9988 last time. I found that 10 all round was a bit better. Any higher and it seemed to be a bit dodgy on the curbs. I don't know why, it just felt iffy. Slow bump again, quite aggressive on these because some fast bends that we wanted to gain as much speed as we could through. Let's just see what else we've got here. We've got all the rebound again, quite aggressive all the way through. It's not far, it's not much difference. There will be changes from the old setup, but it's not that much difference. Remember, this was a no assist setup. You need to remember that. If you run in ABS, you can change some things and make them a bit more aggressive with the braking. You see there, the ride height, I went lower on the front again. I found that having it all the way down on the front seemed to help on the curves for some reason. Sway bars around the middle, back a bit less, just helped stop the oversteer sometimes coming on the curbs. Caster angles 6.7, found it seemed to help again. Camber angles 2.1 and then 1.0 on the back, pretty similar to what I had on Dubai there, but I went down on the toe on the rear on the angle. I think I should have probably upped that to 3 to give a bit more stability coming out of the bends. I think I know I should have done it. I didn't even realise that was a 0.2 until I just checked through the setup, so I would have probably have gone to 0.3, maybe 0.4, but again it still handled well on 0.2, so you can trial and error it, see what works best for yourself. Remember, setups are individual. I had maximum downforce as usual, went all the way to 210. I mean, I probably may go down to a 110 for the races from now on, just to get rid of that oversteer that kicks in the race, especially when your tyres are going a bit on the rear. So 110 for the race, probably be a bit better. Longitude on the weight bias, I had it on 50, maybe should have went back a bit more on the rear to 50.5, give a bit more stability on the rear. Force feedback settings as usual, all the same. And what I'll do now is I'm going to let you have a little look at the lap, and you'll see on turn 2 I ran a bit wide. I should have braked a little bit earlier and lost maybe 100 for 200. It would have been a 21.8 I think, but the middle sector was, I don't think I could have got it much better. I'll let you have a little watch of the lap now and the replay of it after. I hope you enjoy the lap. Give me a subscribe and a like, and I'll get some more videos out soon. Thanks again.